Hello, my name is Glee Bell, and this is my giving story. I've always been really good with financial management, financial planning, savings, building wealth, creating short and long-term goals, and then competing with myself to attain those goals. Earlier last year, around the first of the year, I created a 5-year plan that would have me retire early and also have our mortgage paid off like 11 years early. I was really focused on attaining that goal. I wanted to live in a better area. I wanted to just be set up for retirement. So I had planned this awesome plan, master plan. And then a few months later, my husband had a stroke. Thank God it was just limited to his eye, but even today, he still cannot see out of that left eye. And because of the stroke and all the things that come with it, he wasn't able to return back to work. So it was just one income. Things were really tight, and my master plan came crashing down. I cried out to God. I didn't understand what was going on. I asked him, Lord, why? I did the planning. I did all the things that I was supposed to do. What happened? And God just lovingly told me, Glee, your heart is not right. He disciplined me in such a loving way, but he was showing me that my heart was not right. He told me that my heart was on things that were temporal, material things that'll pass, things that will please me. And he told me that I needed to get my heart on things eternal, where his heart was. I was so busy doing all these plans, making plans to be somewhere and do things. I didn't make room for the Lord in those plans. And because I didn't make room, those plans did not succeed. So I went on a heart change journey. I asked God, Lord, just change my heart. I want to aim for your heart. I want to please you. And this was right about the time when the Make Room initiative was coming about, when Pastor Dean was forming the team. And I remember my husband and I talked about pledging even before the first meeting that we went to. So we had an amount in our heart what we would pledge, and we felt good about it. Then October 20th came. That was the Sunday that Pastor Dean introduced the Make Room initiative to the church body. And I remember him saying in that message, don't give what you can give on your own, but allow God to give through you supernaturally. And in that moment, I heard the Holy Spirit tell me to double the pledge that my husband and I made. Now, I was on board with that, but I said, Lord, you're gonna have to get my husband on board. And I remember going home and I was talking to my husband about the service, because he always watches online. And I asked him, I said, well, what do you think that we should give over and above? He said the exact amount that the Lord had put in my spirit. So I knew God was behind it. I didn't know how that was going to happen, because we only had one income and things were really tight. But I knew that God wanted to do supernatural giving through us. So we said, Lord, it's in your hands. You know, a lot of things that from that time until about March, two huge financial blessings. They were just dropped from heaven. It was nothing that I could have done with my budgeting, nothing I could have did with any of my abilities. It was straight from heaven. And because of those blessings, we were not only able to give the double amount that we pledged, but we were also able to give a very nice stipend on top of that pledged amount. Because I made room for God in my heart and in my plans, God made room for us in my family, in my life, in my home. And I'm very grateful to what he's done in my life. Now, the most endearing thing about this whole thing to me is my relationship with the Lord has deepened. My love for him is greater. My faith has grown exponentially, and I'm just very grateful to the Lord for where he has brought me from. And he'll never leave us on the wrong path. He always disciplines those whom he loves. And I'm grateful for the discipline. I'm grateful that I'm on the right path. And I know he's continuing to do his work in me. So I would just say, trust God. Don't trust in your own plans. Don't trust in your own abilities. I found out that because I was trusting in those abilities and gifts that God gave me, I was idolizing those gifts. And I was putting those above God, who gave me the gift. So just trust in the Lord, walk with the Lord, and watch him do supernatural things through you and for you.